I've been here for 8 seasons. You know, I don't bank here. I finally had to switch over my driver's license, but I fought that to the bitter end. And then all my permanent address for all my W-2s, it's all Iowa. But I did instantly come and get a library card. There's so many beautiful pieces of art like within this building. And a lot of people don't really notice them, you know. It's just another beautiful space, but when you know, this also has to be maintained. There's beautiful and priceless, I'm sure in some ways, you know, pieces of art. And to come in and get to choose a piece and then make my own piece based on that is a really, like, I was honored. I'm like, yeah, I'm in. Sign me up. Growing up in Iowa, we don't really have huge ships. So the idea of the ship's figureheads, the idea that these were on the fronts of ships to calm the waters, you know, bring good fortune to the ship. It was just a really beautiful idea. Right at the very top of the stairs is this merman. There are other figureheads in the building, but that one in particular is the one that I was like, oh yeah, that's, like if I have to pick a piece, like that's my piece. I was traveling with my buddy in Southeast Asia. My piece was inspired by my travels there, which sort of makes sense. They just have statues and statues and statues and statues. And a lot of them are Vishnu. And I really liked the idea of Vishnu and this little creature with 4 arms. I meshed that in with my sculpture. I was like, oh, he should have 4 arms because you can find anything you want in the library. Like the library has everything. And then going back to the idea of him being able to calm, you know, you want to be calm in the library. So I have him, his little face is sort of puckered up with his little lips. And then he's shushing. I typed out a couple of fairy tales because they were always my favorite, and I haven't really grown out of that. So there's 2 fairy tales that I typed out. That's all the text that's on him. I asked for the library cards, and that have been date stamped. So he has a little drawer of those. So those came from the Atheneum. And then I have a little date stamper in one of his hands, so he can tell you when you have to be back. And then his typewriter keys for his little merman body, because I wanted him like a mermaid. And I was playing with him having typewriter keys for fingers, but that just wasn't working in my sketches. At some point it just clicked. I'm like, duh. I should just use the typewriter keys to be his scales. I've been working on a smaller scale since I've been here. And this is like the biggest sculpture I've done since I've lived here. I had to like coil his body and, you know, make his little chubby baby arms and his big head. So it was nice to have to do that stuff. And yeah, I just sort of addressed him as if he were the figurehead for the Atheneum. If the Atheneum was a ship, then he would be the little figurehead. That's him. That's where all of his little parts came from. He's like a little satyr. He has like a satyr merman.